Portland City Council now includes a former mayor who's taking on a sitting commissioner. Today, Lisa Balick sat down one-on-one with former Mayor Sam Adams to find out why he's challenging Commissioner Chloe Eudaly and his answers to questions about public trust after a sex scandal while he was mayor. She joins us live from downtown Portland. So what did Sam Adams have to say, Lisa?
Well, the former mayor and former commissioner says he's got a lot of people coming up to him telling him they don't like the direction the city's going in. He believes he can make a difference, but he still has to answer a lot of questions about the public's trust in him.
That's why I'm running for mayor, to tackle the tough problems we face as a city.
Sam Adams became the first openly gay mayor of a major U.S. city when he won in 2008. He had spent decades at City Hall, first as longtime chief of staff to former Mayor Vera Katz, then elected to a city commissioner position.
In the past, I characterized my relationship.
But shortly after elected mayor, he admitted he had lied about denying a sexual relationship with an 18-year-old man. How do you address that with the public?
So, it was really stupid when asked if I'd had a relationship with an adult, an 18-year-old adult who's never worked for me. And I lied and said I hadn't, and that was dumb. But that was thoroughly investigated for over 6 months by the Oregon Attorney General, and I was cleared of wrongdoing.
Wrongdoing legally, but in the public's mind, A, there was the lie, and B, with being involved with a teenager, regardless of the age of the teenager, but a teenager.
Yeah, like I said, and when that happened, I said I considered whether I should stay on or not. I stayed on. And
but you didn't run for another term.
We got a lot done.
Incumbent Commissioner Chloe Eudaly was surprised by Adams' decision to challenge her, since there are 2 open seats, with the passing of Commissioner Fish and Amanda Fritz is retiring. Adams says he's already endorsed a candidate, Carmen Rubio, for Fritz's seat, and says he doesn't want to interfere in the other race where there are at least 6 candidates. Former bookstore owner Eudaly beat incumbent Commissioner Steve Novick in 2016. She says she's ready to compare accomplishments in a race with Adams and others.
I think it's unfortunate that he would go after someone like me who really does represent many voices in Portland that haven't had a voice on council, in particular renters.
Now, keep in mind, Adams is again going to be one of several people who are challenging Eudaly in the May primary. If you want to take a look at the full interview, go to KOIN.com. Live in downtown Portland, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.